Today we're going to talk about alternative or tantric forms of sex. What is tantric sex? Tantric sex is the merging of masculine and feminine energies. Like everybody knows what the yin and the yang is, right? I got new tattoos. This one is the kanji character for koi, which is Eros love. Koi or Eros love, the love that you have with your lovers, that's this love. And then this is I. This is the most common tattoo for kanji characters, but this one actually means agape love. So these two characters together form nen I, which means relationship. And I got them on my wrists because your right hand is your masculine hand and your left hand is your receiving hand. So when you connect energies of masculine and feminine, that in itself is a sex act because you get a charge from it. So it's a sex act. You're connecting. When I'm in session with people, I do this thing where I connect hands like this, right over left, and then we change, which is usually the way, you play hot potato or you're used to holding hands. But you can feel the energy being transmitted, and then there you cannot. So we create a polarity between our hands to increase the attractive energy that's flowing between us. And I'm conscious of this, and I see it work. And it's science, not magic. Well, it's magic too, because, it's being transmitted through my energy, my own personality, my priestess goddess persona, right? So this is not India, it's not Tokyo. It is weaving and looming all of these different energies that I may have fantasized about or I may have actually inherited, including inheriting the wounds of ancestors. Here is an example of divine abundance that I cross in my path every day on my way to the ocean. So you can see I walk down a long corridor, and then you can see the beautiful blue Hawaii. In my path there are always these plumerias. So above me is the whole plumeria tree, which you could see these beautiful yellow flowers that you can always find a perfect one on the floor every single day. And I get high off of this the same way that I get high off of my weed every day. Endless abundance. So how can you fill yourself with endless abundance? It's in nature. Have sex with the flowers. So then tantric sex is basically, for me, is making this mural, is basically doing art, making music, singing, making these videos. So our sex chakra, our second chakra, which is so convenient because I'm wearing orange, our chakras are like rainbow colors. So red is our first chakra. So everybody who's concerned about COVID and freaking out about jobs and security and money, that's first chakra issues. And orange, which is what we are talking about here, is the second chakra. But tantric sex, contrary to popular belief, is less about actual intercourse, but it's more about creation. And it's more about this merge and dance of that masculine and feminine energies, so that that polarity and that attraction can exist. And then we can keep having this very electrical exchange that is both energetic and spiritual. Another form of sex is here. Is actually the birds and the bees and the flowers. Like, that shit is actually real. Serious business, serious ecosexual business that's going on. So every day that I go outside and I inhale the life force energy that I get from flowers, plants, and trees, this is science, right, as well, for you atheists out there. It's science and it's magic. So I've been creating content all day long and just really trying to give this YouTube channel the ability to create a YouTube channel. I'm going to give it another try, because third time's the charm. And basically there is only success birthed out of failure, and I think I have a few more skills that I've acquired. So this energy is sexual energy, because it wakes me up in the morning, it drives me, it fills me. So I also have sex with the ocean. And for me, that's like when I go into the waves, into the ocean, I get pounded by waves and I get tossed around. And then I come out a better person. Like I go into the ocean, I give to the ocean, I receive from the ocean, I get back. Like it comes all over my face, basically. I'm like, ah! Like I love it. I can only do that for about like 15 minutes because it's like really exhilarating. It's like really hard sex, basically. It's like a boxing match. So when you think about all that you get from actual physical sex and all that you get, if you've ever had that experience, a lot of people in Hawaii do that. They either body surf or bodyboard. We are very grateful and fortunate to live in Hawaii and have that experience of fucking the ocean, I think, really. I mean, it's why surfers get up every day all the time, because there has to be a life force energy kind of sexual relationship that draws them, that magnetizes them, that pulls them, that has feminine magnetizing energy. The in and the out of the waves, the washing over, the wetness, the total, like how it just renews you. How is that different from human sex? But the thing is, we do need human sex because we're humans and humans are designed to connect. So I understand that much. But what I wanted to, I've been exploring basically, like, what is it like to be the goddess, be the priestess, and be a love seeker, and be myself. So I wanted to show you basically my experiment. My current experiment is to be on Adult Friend Finder as my priestess self. So here is the goddess Mariko, who is the same goddess that I'm working as. So I don't use a stage name or a fake name. Mariko means child of the natural order or child of truth. This is my AFF profile, and I talk about sacred intimacy is not just physical. It can be spiritual or metaphysical, energetic, and emotional. I'm looking for people who can connect on the mind, body, and spirit level. How many people on here are convinced that in order to have sex that they dream of, they have to take their hearts out of it? Anyways, so I'm experimenting with being on a swinger website and opening my heart and telling people basically what I want. And what I want is basically to have the same kind of lovemaking sessions that I have with my clients, but be able to not have that, like I basically don't have intercourse with my students because I think that it blocks the learning that could happen, and I think that I'm more of it's more useful to have certain very special intimate boundaries so they can actually fulfill their final stage without me. And also, I would do it if I felt moved to do it, but in general, like I've tried to make a sacred vow. I've made a sacred vow to no longer date my clients. And so trying to find the divine union outside. So the divine union is that union of masculine and feminine energy, of that God-goddess connection. And so I can find that mermaid and ocean, God-goddess connection when I'm in the ocean, when I'm in the mountains, when I'm in my sessions with my clients. I facilitate that, so it happens. When I'm making my art, when I'm singing and playing my ukulele. These are all forms of sexual energy. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. And so why would I want any less if I was going to fuck someone? Like, I want to fuck a god as well. And so if I can't do that, then I'm going to have a different form of tantric sex it's more fulfilling for me to get pounded by some waves than it is for me to be with someone who has not read my profile, is not connected to me in any sort of emotional way. It doesn't take a commitment to be emotionally intimate. It's easier than you actually think to open your heart. And to just talk for real and like create a container. Like if you feel like, it's for me, like the container is really helpful because it's 2 hours or it's 1 month or it's 30 days. This is the agreement of how much we're going to really expand our hearts. And, you can have a certain container if you're dating many people, or you're polyamorous, or you are, doing love sessions like me. So tantric sex, basically, in a nutshell, is higher form, higher vibration. Then it combines not just the physical, it's the physical, mental, spiritual, energetic, metaphysical, surreal, fantastic. And so for me to go back to actual physical sex, it just doesn't turn me on anymore. I can't do it. I wish I could. Like, there'll be people who are really good looking and I can't figure out how I could be attracted enough, because they wouldn't actually have Tantra only works because people seek it. People are looking to connect with the goddess, with the divine feminine. They seek out the goddess. They seek out the priestess in you. You are being called to play that role in your relationship. But you cannot shine your light to someone who is unwilling to see and who is, too veiled by their own, pain or their own story. You can't force your goddess light into people. That would be too masculine. The goddess is divine feminine. So these are some of the concepts that make up tantric sex. The ocean, in and out, and how come, it fuels you, right? So sex is that which fuels you, that which gives you life force. That life isn't life actually literally exchanged through carbon dioxide and oxygen from the trees? And aren't we basically doing the same thing, but faster? And so, because the kind of sex that I was having was with people that really were not seeing the divine in me, and I had done that for so many years, I became very familiar with how that energy feels in my body. I'm no longer willing to host that entity, those entities. And really, once you make that change to say that this is my standard, and we have a new standard, we raised our standards, it's a problem sometimes because you've learned to levitate and you can't go back. But there's always the ocean, and there's always nature. Nature is abundant. Nature will fuck you all day long, Because if the opposite of this, and we need both to have a balance, right? That's why I want to fuck someone. I want to find my divine lovers. I hope that they show up. But I've been on AFF for a month, and people are not even... It's so weird because I'll have good clients, I'll have really good clients, but I can't, connect with people in the online dating world because they're not actually seeking the goddess necessarily. They're seeking various things on online dating, whereas when people call me for a tantra session, they have actually made some phone calls and looked through some different ads and chosen me. So my name is Priestess Mariko Passion. I live and work in Ewa Beach. This is my bedroom temple. This is the product of my artistic ejaculation here. If you look, it actually is so cool because it's 3D. And it's my sakura tree. One time I was living in Tokyo and I was really depressed. And that's when Hanami happened and all this beautiful pink blossoms everywhere. They fill the energy of the whole country with joy and so much happiness, it's an unbelievable feeling of felt visceral joy and happiness that is something that is like a collaboration between nature and humans. So we have that in abundance to us at all moments of all times. Yeah, so I suddenly wasn't depressed anymore because I was just filled with this lovely sakura energy, you know? And just like looking up at these gorgeous flowers just gives you so much life force, you know? And that is sex with the trees. And so when I think about what is the cost of the physical sex that I might have with this individual, at a conscious, divine feminine level, I have the wherewithal to not think with my primal brain, but really think with my spiritual brain, and just really take a moment to drop in to my intuition and feel and breathe beyond the horniness, right? Because the primal has never really actually gotten me into good situations. And the quick sex that I've had has been okay sometimes, but I find that the cost of it is like just not worth it at this point. I'm really not interested in having the possibility of all the complications that could arise. It's that serious to me. I'd rather just go to Kaneohe and like go visit my mountain husbands. Like, I prefer peaceful integration versus conflict, and that's not the no drama policy. This is just like, really, I want to be in the highest vibration, and I want everybody who penetrates me and penetrates my energy field to be in the highest vibration. And if the ocean has a higher vibration than you, then I choose the ocean every single day. And I'm making this video for you to understand the different types of sex that are available to you in abundance. If you're not in Hawaii, then it might be the mountains, then it might be the desert. The nature is abundant everywhere. Go have sex with some flowers. Namaste.